The snare mic I'll be using in today's session is an AKG C451B. It's a great small diaphragm condenser mic. Another great small diaphragm condenser is a Neumann KM84. These are a little on the pricey side, so if they're not available to you, the good news is the most famous snare mic of them all for decades is the Shure SM57. You could throw it up against the wall, it won't break, and it will still sound good. Now, when I was a little baby, I used to use the Beta 57 as my snare mic. Also very cheap, also very good, and very durable. For today's session, I'll be using two microphones, one for the top and one for the bottom of the snare. Now, if you're going to double mic a snare, it's very important that one of them, usually the bottom, has its phase flipped at the preamp. Otherwise, you'll have some phase cancellation. But I typically only like to use one snare mic on the top. I feel that if the snare isn't too deep, you'll still get the nice snare rattles from the bottom of the snare. I like using a condenser mic for my snare because I feel that a condenser capsule will more accurately represent what I think a snare sounds like in my head, more so than a dynamic mic. However, the big bulky condenser mics, like let's say a U87, I wouldn't want to put anywhere near a snare because they're too big, they're expensive, and if the drummer hits it, it's going to cost a lot of money. So these small diaphragm condensers are very useful and easy to manipulate.